Tonight, if you're here, it's because your mind is tired, not just from the day, but from weeks, months, maybe even years of carrying too much. The world moves fast, problems multiply, expectations grow, and somewhere inside you, something feels heavy. Your thoughts don't stop. Your worries return again and again. And even when your body is resting, your mind keeps fighting battles you never chose. Mental exhaustion is not weakness. It is a signal, a message from your inner world saying, I'm tired, I need clarity, I need peace. And tonight, you will give your mind exactly that. The Stoics faced wars, loss, chaos, uncertainty, yet they discovered a way to stay mentally strong even when everything around them collapsed. They understood something powerful. Your mind becomes tired when it fights against what it cannot control, but it becomes strong again when it returns to what matters. In this session, you will learn how to calm your thoughts, how to reduce the weight you carry, and how to restore the quiet strength within you, not with force, not with pressure, but with wisdom, with stillness, with the kind of clarity that rebuilds your inner power. So, breathe, slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let your thoughts settle, and allow the night to open a space inside you, a space where your tired mind can finally rest. Let's begin. Mental fatigue is often silent. It doesn't shout. It doesn't announce itself. It slowly builds inside you until you wake up one day and realize you no longer have the same energy, the same focus, the same fire. You feel present, but not fully alive. You think, but your thoughts feel heavy. You try to move forward, but something inside you resists. This is the hidden nature of mental exhaustion. Psychologists describe it as a cognitive overload, a state where the mind has processed too much too fast, for too long, too many decisions, too many responsibilities, too many unresolved thoughts looping in the background. In modern life, we don't lack strength. We lack space. Our minds are crowded, not weak. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The mind adapts and transforms obstacles, but only when it is clear." A tired mind is not a broken mind. It is simply a mind that has carried more than it was designed to hold. Today, people feel exhausted, not because life is harder, but because the brain was never meant to handle the constant flow of information, comparison, noise, and pressure we face every day. You're not failing, you're overloaded. So, in this moment, acknowledge your mental fatigue without judgment. Feel the weight inside you. Notice how it affects your breathing, your attention, your emotions. This awareness is the first step toward healing. Because what the Stoics taught is true. You cannot strengthen a mind you refuse to understand. Even the strongest minds in history knew what it meant to feel overwhelmed. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men on the planet, wrote entire pages about exhaustion, doubt, and emotional weight. Seneca admitted that his thoughts often pulled him into darkness. Epictetus reminded his students that a tired mind is not a moral failure. It is a natural human experience. The Stoics never tried to be strong all the time. What they mastered was the art of protecting their inner energy. Their first principle was simple: withdraw from what drains you, not physically, mentally. They understood that most exhaustion comes not from events, but from the stories we tell ourselves about these events. When you replay conversations in your head, when you imagine what could go wrong, when you demand perfection from yourself, the mind becomes exhausted long before the day even begins. The Stoics developed a powerful strategy, separating what they must carry from what they must let fall away. This is what Marcus Aurelius called cutting the strings to unnecessary weights. Ask yourself, what am I holding that is not mine to carry? What fears, expectations, or judgments drain me? What thoughts exhaust me without helping me? A tired mind often comes from fighting battles that do not belong to you. The Stoics refused to waste energy on what they could not influence. They preserved their mental strength by focusing only on the essential, the part of life that is shaped by their choices, not circumstances. And in this moment, you can do the same. Begin to draw a quiet line inside you. This is mine, and this is not. As you make that separation, the weight you feel will slowly begin to lift. When your mind is tired, clarity disappears. Thoughts become tangled, emotions intensify, and even simple decisions feel heavy. The Stoics understood this long before modern science confirmed it. An overloaded mind cannot think clearly. It must first be brought back to stillness. To do this, they practiced a simple yet transformative method, a method you can use tonight. Step 1. Observe without judgment. Before reacting, before analyzing, simply notice what is happening inside you. Notice the tension in your chest, the rapid movement of your thoughts, the weight around your eyes. Do not label it as good or bad. The Stoics believed that the moment you observe your mind, you create a distance from the chaos. This distance is your first breath of freedom. Step 2. Reframe the thought. A tired mind exaggerates problems. It imagines worst-case scenarios. It treats small issues like mountains. Reframing is the Stoic art of changing perspective. Instead of, "I can't handle this," say, "I will handle what is mine, one thing at a time." Instead of, "Everything is too much," say, "Not everything is mine to solve." The situation may stay the same, but your relationship to it changes, and that changes everything. Step 3. Return to the present task. Fatigue grows when the mind jumps into the past or worries about the future. Strength returns when you bring your attention back to one single movement, the next small action, the next breath. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do what is in front of you with precision and calm." This is how a tired mind becomes a disciplined one, not by force, but by focus. Take a slow breath. Notice your thoughts. Shift their meaning gently. Come back to this moment. In this simple practice, your mind begins to find space, and in that space, strength starts to grow again. Night has a unique power. It amplifies everything inside you, your fears, your memories, your unfinished thoughts. When the world becomes quiet, your mind becomes loud. This is why the Stoics used the night not to worry, but to clean the mind, to release the weight of the day, and to reclaim their inner stability. Their nightly practice was simple but profound. Review, release, and return to peace. Step 1. Review the day. Sit with your thoughts gently and look back at your day as if you were watching it from a distance. Not to judge yourself, not to replay mistakes, but to understand what truly happened. Ask yourself, what did I control today? What did I do right, even if it was small? Where did I let stress enter my mind? This honest observation creates clarity, and clarity for the Stoics was the beginning of strength. Step 2. Release what does not belong to you. Every day, we carry burdens that are not ours. Other people's emotions, imagined problems, unrealistic expectations. Let them fall. Picture them sliding off your shoulders and dissolving into the night. Remind yourself, I am not responsible for everything. I am responsible only for what I choose, what I do, and how I interpret life. When you release what is unnecessary, your mind stops fighting shadows. Step 3. Return to peace. This is where the night becomes your ally. Slow your breathing. Relax your jaw, your hands, your chest. Feel your thoughts quiet down, not because you force them, but because you stopped feeding them. Peace is not the absence of thoughts. It is the absence of resistance. The Stoics believed that every night offers a reset, a chance to begin again with a clear mind and a lighter heart. And right now, as you listen, the calm you are searching for is already forming within you. Much of your mental exhaustion does not come from life itself, but from the invisible weight you attach to life. Expectations, fears, what-ifs, the pressure to be perfect, the desire to control outcomes that were never meant to be in your hands. The Stoics observed this clearly. Suffering increases when we try to bend reality to our wishes. Epictetus said it with brutal honesty. You suffer because you want things to be other than what they are. A tired mind often fights battles that cannot be won, or that don't even need to be fought. Think for a moment about the last thing that drained your energy. A conversation that bothered you. A situation you couldn't control. A mistake you kept replaying. A future possibility that scared you. Now ask yourself gently, is this something I can actually influence? Or is it something I've been holding on to for no reason? Detachment is not indifference. It is liberation. It is choosing where your energy goes. It is protecting your mind from what is unchangeable and investing your strength only where it matters. The Stoics practiced this daily. If the situation is yours to act on, act with calm and clarity. If it is not yours, release it fully and without guilt. Imagine your thoughts as ropes tied around your chest. Every unnecessary worry is a knot. As you loosen these knots one by one, your breathing becomes deeper, your heart becomes lighter, and your mind begins to feel spacious again. Let go of what drains you, not to escape life, but to see it clearly. And in this clarity, your tired mind will begin to heal. Once the unnecessary weight begins to fall away, something almost imperceptible starts to awaken inside you. The quiet desire to rebuild yourself. Not through dramatic transformation, not through pressure or force, but through small, deliberate acts of strength. This is exactly how the Stoics created resilience, not in one moment, but over many calm, intentional moments. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." But he didn't mean that obstacles instantly make you stronger. He meant they shape you slowly, quietly, one decision at a time. When your mind is tired, the worst thing you can do is demand too much from yourself. The Stoics understood this. They rebuilt their energy through simple rules. One task at a time. Not 10. Not everything. Just the next step. One clear thought at a time. Not a storm of ideas. Just one intention that guides the moment. One honest action at a time. Not perfection. Just movement. This is how strength returns. Gently, consistently, silently. Think of your mind like a flame that has been fighting the wind. It hasn't gone out. It just needs shelter. Each small victory, each moment of clarity, each breath taken with intention becomes part of that shelter. Allow yourself to move slowly, to rebuild without rushing, to trust that progress does not need to be loud to be real. You don't have to rise with force. You only have to rise with purpose. And in this slow, steady rising, your inner strength begins to rebuild itself, stronger, calmer, more grounded than before. One of the greatest causes of mental exhaustion is believing you must solve your entire life at once. Your past mistakes, your current problems, your future fears, all of it spinning in your mind at the same time, pulling your energy in every direction until you feel powerless. The Stoics knew this trap well. That's why they lived by a simple, powerful principle. Just master today. Not the month, not the year, not the whole path ahead. Just today. Marcus Aurelius wrote again and again in his meditations, "Do what is necessary, what the moment demands, no more." When the mind tries to solve too much, it collapses under the weight. But when the mind focuses on the next small action, it becomes sharp, calm, and strong again. So, ask yourself quietly, what is my task for the next 24 hours? Not what you fear, not what you imagine, just what is real, what is in front of you, what truly belongs to you. The moment you limit your focus to a single day, your mental load decreases dramatically. Worry shrinks, clarity expands, pressure dissolves, and most importantly, you regain control. A tired mind doesn't need a 10-year plan. It needs one day lived with intention. Tonight, give yourself permission to release everything beyond the next 24 hours. Let tomorrow take care of itself. Your strength grows in the present moment, not in the future you're trying to control. When you live one day at a time, the impossible becomes manageable, and the overwhelming becomes peaceful. Tonight, you did something powerful. You stopped running. You stopped fighting the endless noise inside your mind. You chose stillness. You chose clarity. You chose to breathe again. A tired mind is not a weak mind. It is a mind that has carried too much for too long without rest. But every moment you spent here tonight has opened a little more space inside you. Space for calm, space for strength, space for a new beginning. You looked honestly at your exhaustion. You released weights that were never yours to carry. You shifted your perspective, softened your thoughts, and returned to the present moment, the only place where life actually happens. Remember this, your mind becomes tired, but your spirit does not break. Within you is a resilience older than your fears, deeper than your doubts, stronger than anything life can place before you. You are not empty, you are rebuilding. You are not lost, you are returning to yourself. So as the night holds you in its quiet arms, let your breath slow down. Feel your thoughts settling like dust gently falling to the ground. Feel the weight lifting from your chest. Feel the peace growing inside you, steady and warm. You do not need to solve everything. Just rest. Just breathe. Just live this moment fully. And when tomorrow comes, you will rise with more clarity, more strength, and more purpose than you thought possible. Tonight, your mind rests. Tonight, your heart heals. Tonight, you begin again.